Well, the Iowa Supreme Court heard oral arguments today over whether Libertarian candidates should be reinstated on the November ballot. A state objection panel voted to remove the 3 candidates from the ballot, a decision that was upheld by an Iowa district judge. Local 5's Alex Fulton is in studio to break down the arguments from both sides made at the Iowa Supreme Court. Alex.
Yeah, Stephanie, the objection panel attorneys and the Libertarian Party attorneys spoke for about an hour and a half, presenting their cases to the Iowa Supreme Court.
That's the big deal that we're here about, 181 minutes.
181 minutes could determine whether 3 Libertarian congressional candidates appear on the November ballot. The party's district and state convention, where the party selected its nominees, were both held on June 8th. The objection panel attorneys argued this violated state code because they weren't spaced apart.
What the panel is ruling on, they're not kicking people off the ballot. What they're doing is they're deciding whether or not the hoops that candidates have to jump through, whether the paperwork that they have to file is legally sufficient in order to get them on the ballot.
If we were talking about 1 minute, would it be the same? Would that be a reasonable interpretation of the statute?
Justices had tough questions for both legal teams.
Doesn't that seem fair for the voters of Iowa that there's a pretty rigid protocol to follow in order to get on that precious ballot?
The Libertarian Party attorneys argued that the objection panel's decision to kick the candidates off the ballot is violating constitutional rights.
The risk to our elections from allowing this level of interference by a panel without authority to adjudicate it is too great and will lead to the exact result that the state claims to want to prevent, which is destabilizing our elections.
No ruling was issued at today's hearing, but the Iowa Supreme Court is expected to release a brief before the end of the day tomorrow. Local 5 will continue to follow this case and keep you updated with the latest information.